Hey, this is Mark Henry, here to talk to you more about the occult and the paranormal. Well, today I'm going to be discussing the Black Schools. Now, if you've never heard of the Black Schools, there's probably a good reason. It's not something that's normally discussed. In fact, a friend of mine mentioned this to me about a month ago, and I had never heard of it. So I actually had to do some research. So today's topic won't really have to do with any type of practical magic or practical witchcraft or anything like that. This is just, I guess, put under the heading of occult legends. But I thought it might be something to kind of discuss. So, these black schools are said to be schools of occult teaching, some black magic, that occurs in kind of undisclosed places. Now, sometimes this is referred to as taking place in spiritual space, kind of an unseen territory, perhaps in the astral plane. However, the legends, and I'm going to mention two of them, have been thought to occur in real places and connected to specific countries. So, I guess the first one, and this comes from the Clavis Inferni, the Black School of Wittenberg. This is where this particular book is said to come from, and it's written by Cyprianus, and it is a text of black magic. You could actually kind of look it up. Has different spells and whatnot. So apart from the Black School of Wittenberg, there is in Transylvania of all places, the School of Scholomance. Now, Bram Stoker actually wrote a couple sentences in Bram Stoker's Dracula regarding this place in his novel, because the master, the teacher, said to be Dracu, which is a name for the devil. So this particular legend takes place in Transylvania, and it instructs students in the magical arts, and it takes place within the earth, and they learn things like how to communicate with animals, magical spells, charms. The students are instructed for 14 years, and they accept 10 students at a time for these 14 years. Now the rule is that only 9 of these students can actually leave. The devil keeps one for himself. This particular legend says that the devil keeps him for kind of as an assistant to help teach further students in the next time period of classes. The next one, and I find a little bit more interesting, is the Icelandic Black School. Now, this one also takes place underground, devoid of sunlight. They learn from magical texts. The texts are written with fiery letters that allows them to see the books. They are instructed by the devil and his assistant, just like the other legend. And when it's time to eat, there is a gray hand that comes out through the wall and gives them their food and their drink. When they're finished, the gray hand comes out of the wall and grabs their horn and their eating tools. So they are there for 5 to 7 years, and when they're finished, again, 9 of them can leave, and the 10th must stay. However, the rule is the last one to leave is the one that the devil picks to keep. So there was a student named Samander who volunteered, hey, I'll be the last one, I'll stay here with the master. But in his mind he was actually saying, well, I'm going to trick him and I'm going to escape too. So on the day of release, he followed behind everybody else. Everyone left. And the devil said, hey, not so fast. At that point, Samander ran to the door until there was enough light to shine on him, casting a shadow behind him. Samander looked behind himself and he said, oh, you forgot somebody. The devil looked and at that moment instantly grabbed his shadow, thinking that it was a stray student. And Samander leaped into the sunlight and escaped. And from that moment on, Samander was shadowless, walking through the world without a shadow. So those are the two legends. Just wanted to share that with you. So what do you think? Do you think that there are really or were secret schools of black magic, perhaps taught in mountains and in caves? Perhaps there are, and it's a possibility that some of these schools are operating on the unseen planes. There are those who do ritual and occult rituals, black magic, go into meditation, and they receive downloads, as some say, of information that they can use as their personal gnosis to improve their magic. So in a way, I guess it is kind of a school in a different sort of fashion. So that's about it. Write any comments that you like. Please subscribe and like. And check out the links at the bottom. It was good to just talk to you all again, and I will see you in a future video.